Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be the first update for my 2022 Pantat palette. Pantat palette is created by Ember F, so I will link her channel down below. I will also link down below my Pantat palette playlist. I have been doing Pantat palette since 2018, so if you're interested, there is a lot of Pantat palette content to watch. So yeah, this year I am panning the Ciaté London Olivia Palermo eyeshadow palette. I did film my intro in December, 3 days before our daughter was born. After that there was about 10 days or so break of wearing makeup, and now I'm filming a little bit late. I'm filming in the very beginning of February, but even though it has been quite a while since filming the intro, there's really only like 1 month of progress to share with you because there was the break. Let me show you where I was with this palette in the intro. And this is what the palette is looking like at the moment. So as you can see, there's definitely some progress here. Let's go through this palette shade by shade. So the golden eyeshadow over here I used total 11 times during the past little bit over a month or so, and there's definitely some wear there, but I'm still pretty far away from pan. The green eyeshadow I only wore twice since filming the intro, and those 2 times were the 2 days after filming the intro before getting into labor. And I think those 2 looks were just like a pop of green type of looks. Maybe I did like a green eyeliner with this eyeshadow or something like that. And yeah, I didn't wear it in January, and it's not that I don't like this type of eyeshadow this time of year. I actually think it would be a really beautiful wintry look to do a green smoky eye. However, I have not had too much time doing my makeup on everyday basis, I'm sure you can understand. So most days I have been doing really quick, easy and neutral eyeshadow looks, and yeah, green is not something that I would wear on my everyday looks, so there's not really progress there, but hopefully I could hit still pan later this year. Then this really light dusty rose sort of shade I wore actually 19 times. It's not my favorite type of shade, it's a little bit more cool toned, what I would prefer. Even when talking about dusty roses, I would for sure prefer something that pulls more like a blush pink or something like that. But you know, I can make it work, and this is one of the shades that I do want to finish this year. Then the rose gold over here I wore 6 times since filming the intro. Not too many times, it's totally a shade that I would enjoy during winter time, but I wore it quite a bit during fall when I was trying to finish the shade Red Ochre from Modern Renaissance, because if I wanted to go for a more kind of like cool toned look, I paired Red Ochre with this eyeshadow, so I think I kind of wanted to take a break from this, but yeah. This is an eyeshadow that there's definitely a dent there already, and I don't think I'm too far away from pan anymore. The shade in the middle I wore 34 times since filming the intro, so almost every time that I did my makeup. As you can see, there is a lot of pan showing right now. I had hit pan on this eyeshadow previously, however I had to repress this eyeshadow before filming the intro because the eyeshadow shattered. Even though you cannot see the pan in the intro picture, I did already count it towards my pan percentage because I had hit pan on this previously. But yeah, my goal was to hit pan on it again, and yeah, as you can see, I was able to do that. So I have been wearing this eyeshadow 3 different ways. First of all, I have been setting my eyeshadow primer with this one. I don't do it absolutely every time, but almost every time that I do my makeup. Then I have been wearing it as a lid shade. That is what I have done today. And actually this kind of all matte look that is really easy, like the look I'm wearing today, is the look I have been wearing the most during the past month. Sometimes I have done it with the plummy shades from this palette, like right now, and sometimes I have done it with more neutral shades, so something brown and beige. And then the third way that I have been wearing this eyeshadow is as a brow bone highlight. So yeah, good progress with that eyeshadow, and I'm sure that will be the first eyeshadow gone from this palette. Then the light shimmery peach I wore 12 times since filming the intro, and this is an interesting shade because it goes in so many different looks. So this is something that if I pair it with some really warm tones like oranges and stuff like that, like I did past fall, it's clearly a really peachy shade and it pulls warm. And also when I swatch it, it's clearly kind of like a peachy shade. However, I can still pair it with cooler toned eyeshadows. So for example, if I wanted to, I could have worn it today all over my lid and it would be more like a warmer toned pinky champagne sort of color, and it wouldn't pull that much peachy. So that's one reason why I have been able to get some uses out of it. Even though it pulls a little bit warmer on its own, I have been able to pair it with some of the cool tones I have been working on. And then another way that I have been using this eyeshadow is as a topper. So this gold over here and this rose gold over here, while they are beautiful shadows, they are maybe a little bit deeper what I would prefer on everyday wear. So I have been wearing this one on top of these eyeshadows once in a while, and that has been working great. It does maybe change the color a little bit, it maybe makes these eyeshadows a little bit brighter, but I personally feel it makes these eyeshadows more wearable. In the intro I wasn't sure if I could finish any of these shimmery eyeshadows this year, and I still don't know if I can, but if one of these eyeshadows, the shimmery ones, I could finish, it's totally this one. Then the deep shimmery plum over here I wore 9 times, and it was about midway through January that I realized that I really hadn't worn it that much. And this type of shade is totally something I would be into during winter. However, as I said, I have been doing pretty quick and easy sort of looks. And the way I typically wear an eyeshadow like this, a dark shimmer, is on the outer half of my lid or outer third or something like that, and then all over my lid I do have something lighter. However, that is a step that I oftentimes skip if I am in a hurry. So midway through January I realized that I had not really worn it, so I tried to put a little bit more effort towards getting some use out of it, and there's a little dip starting to form there too. The matte brown over here I wore 35 times, and that is actually every time that I have worn makeup since filming the intro. So I think there has been maybe like one day that I skipped eyeshadow altogether, and that's why I didn't use this cream at all. However, this is something I use on my brows, so that's why I used it that day too. So yeah, it's a really nice brow powder color for me. I'm wearing it on my brows today. I like it because it's more cool toned, so it goes nicely with my hair, although it can be a little dark, but I like a little bit darker brow on myself personally, and it's not too dark, but it's something that I need to be kind of careful with. But yeah, this is one of the eyeshadows that my goal will be to finish. And I think it's doable. It's probably going to take closer the entire year. The pan has now expanded nicely, but you know, a little amount goes a long way, and there's still plenty of product left, so it will take a while until this will be gone. And I will say I don't like this eyeshadow as an eyeshadow. I don't necessarily like the formula of these mattes, and while I'm okay using the lighter mattes also on my lid, I feel with these darker ones, I don't know, I feel they kinda like lack pigmentation and they don't perform that well. Also, this is so cool toned that I don't think it looks good on me. When it comes to browns, I do prefer something more neutral, but this is just a little bit too cool and I feel it kinda looks muddy on me. So yeah, not my favorite eyeshadow, but really good as a brow powder. And then last but not least, The first shade I was able to hit pan in 2022, so this cooler toned, mid-toned plum. This is what I'm wearing today in my crease and on the outer V area. My look today is pretty light in tone. And yeah, I'm so happy I was able to hit pan on this. I wore it total 8 times and it was the 7th time that I hit pan. And after that I didn't touch it like in 2 weeks or so. But today, since I'm filming the update, I still wanted to wear it because, yeah, I wanted to wear it at least in one update. I really do not like this eyeshadow at all. As I said, I don't think the formula of these little bit darker mattes is the best, but also this is so cool toned that it really clashes with my skin tone and it can so easily look like a bruise. Today I'm looking at the mirror from this palette, but today I'm actually liking my look a little bit more because in the look that I'm wearing today I don't have too much of this eyeshadow, so I tried to be really light-handed. To be completely honest, I don't think I will be wearing it too much the rest of this year. I might reach for it once in a while if I want to do a really quick look from only this palette, but for the most part I cannot really see myself wearing it, and you know, I don't want to force myself to wear it anymore. Some days that I wore it I really hated my makeup look. Today I'm enjoying the look, but that's not every day that I have worn this eyeshadow, and you know, I don't want to hate pan anymore, so I'm happy to have pan there and I have now reached my goal with this eyeshadow. So yeah, really happy to focus on something else in the future. Speaking of goals, let's talk about some goals and focus shapes that I do have for the next month. Now I will say I'm filming in the early February, as I said already. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to film my second update, so it might be in about 3 weeks or so. So of course then the progress is not that good. But yeah, anyways, I do have 3 different goals or focus shades. So first of all, of course, I would like to finish this matte cream. There's really not much left and I'm sure I can finish it if I just send my eyeshadow primer with it. So that's the first goal. The second goal would be to hit pan on this rose gold. This is a beautiful shade and rose gold totally something that I am into in winter, but especially in February because it's the Valentine's season and a shade like this I feel is more romantic. So now would be a great chance to hit pan on that eyeshadow. Then I do want to focus on this light matte dusty rose shade because it's one of the shades that I do want to finish this year. And you know, right now I am more into a shade like this, but I know it's a shade that when the year goes on I'm starting to be less and less into it, because winter is the time of year that I'm more into cool toned makeup looks. So you know, I don't want to have too much of that left, let's say in fall, so I think now it makes sense to really focus on it. And you know, it is pretty cool toned, that's why it's not my favorite, but if I pair it with something warmer in the crease, that actually warms this eyeshadow too a little bit. So yeah, those are the goals and the focus shades for the next update. Then in the very end of the video I do want to talk about my eyeshadow numbers. In the intro I asked if these numbers are something that you are interested in, and actually quite a few of you said that you are interested in hearing pan percentage and numbers like that, so let's quickly go over these numbers. Okay, so my empty pan percentage is still at 0 because I have not yet finished any eyeshadows from my collection this year, but there is some progress on my pan percentage. So since I did hit pan on the matte mid-toned plum shade, I have now hit pan on 24 eyeshadows in my collection, and in total I do have 156 eyeshadow pans in my collection. So that makes my pan percentage 15.38, and last month when I had one less pan, my pan percentage was 14.74. So yeah, I'm really happy to be over 15. My focus is really on finishing eyeshadows, so that's why I don't have any pan percentage goals or stuff like that. However, pan percentage and empty pan percentage are something that I'm interested in following. It totally motivates me to get use out of my eyeshadows and to not buy more eyeshadows when I see my pan percentage and empty pan percentage growing. So yeah, that's really everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you are doing pan that palette, so I will check out your video, or if you're doing it on Instagram, I would love to check out your progress there. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one. Bye bye!